Like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Manchester United confiscate their jail-free card, while Fulham self-destruct. Manchester United are in the FA Cup semi-finals, but they needed 3 dismissals in a minute for Fulham to make sure of that. Well, Manchester United are in the FA Cup semi-finals, but they needed both a literal and a metaphorical helping hand of their opponents to get there. With 20 minutes to go before the quarter-final game against Fulham at Old Trafford, they were finally the lumbering old United again, the version of the team that has been showing to varying degrees, but with increasing regularity in recent weeks. But then Fulham lost their minds, and now Wembley are once again waving for Erik ten Hag's team.In. The first 20 minutes Fulham demonstrated exactly why Manchester United couldn't afford to take their opponents lightly. They kept getting into dangerous one's attacking positions, especially wide, just because either the last ball was missing or nobody was ready to take advantage. At the other end of the field, there were warnings. There were gaps behind defenders and signing players up front. United broke encouragingly a couple of times, but their finish looked a bit tame. If Manchester United's opening looked a little sluggish, then perhaps we can look to the calendar for an explanation. This was their 25th game in 88 days, a period in which they have played solidly every weekend and midweek without a break. And there would be no rest for the first names on the team sheet on this occasion. In other circumstances, an FA Cup weekend might have been a good time for Erik ten Hag to rest a few players. But when you find yourself in the quarter-finals of the competition, with a somewhat tricky-looking draw against opponents who have played well and still looking for a double, these cup games can really be treated as an afterthought. Although a return to the Champions League at the end of this season remains likely, the top 2 have since continued their way adrift at the top of the table. Even with a few games ahead of leaders Arsenal, the 19 points between